Terrell T. here again with some time inspired by salvation. And what's going on is we are also pertaining to the topic of our presidential 2020 elections, all right? Where we are going to vote. Amen. I am focusing my campaign on the budget of America. You know, not budgeting from budgeting. Budgeting is good. I maybe see that's something to do, Lord. Not to go so deep with the message, but I maybe see that's something good, Lord, allow me to acknowledge for myself before actually getting to high school. Just paying attention to the teachers that was helping us to pursue to our future, our way of education, they showing up, the teachers been taken care of financially, and the things that the schools was needing financially. It was hard not to just think on plus a budget so that this prosperity can continue itself. So, all right, we got some prosperity going on in America. I'm able to believe that. I think about the opportunity for us to celebrate. We never had an African American president. We have one now, and where we can find out our prosperity, and then keeping up with that, and then in many other areas, and then where budget plays a key part. We bring it in the topic of the good Lord I made receive. The good Lord Himself will tell us there is the conclusion that pertaining to we need money. There is a topic of where we need money. That's so ecclesiastical. Ecclesiastically spoken to say for the good Lord to be brought in the picture, and then He's giving us some good words on Him. I mean, that would be Him definitely ecclesiastically filling us in from His perspective, right? So I want to take some time out again on the area pertaining to where the good, God is considered as an object, and His angels is considered as ideas, nothing more but ideas. God is nothing more but an object, and Jesus Christ is nothing more than emotions. And now there is where we shouldn't make such connections. Like to say we shouldn't make such connection that God is just an object. And we shouldn't make such connection that His angels is nothing but ideas. And we shouldn't make such a connection pertaining to Jesus Christ as just emotions. Now, to say that we have made such connections, and now what we want to do is severe promptly. We wanted to severe promptly that away. This gave me an opportunity to focus on just concluding my 8 semesters of college, graduated, and thinking on those 8 semesters, I'm thinking on all the Monday through Fridays, and not putting when I would work after school. And this is not so much painting a picture of the overload, but just along the way come the opportunity gave during then to severe come if any connections were made, using an illustration of not concluding or connecting that God is just an object, and connecting that angels are just angels, or angels are just ideas, and not connecting that Jesus is just emotions. Again, earlier I was sharing about how one of the first things His third personality I made receive what teaches on the topic of emotions to save you before He gets into they are gifts. And then not only that, our ladies come from the emotional side of life. That's where they found. Pertaining to us being on the logic side of life. But I may receive again before we get all into that. There is a not following that, but following the Holy Spirit. Even into being taught about it. It makes all sense. Follow me into being taught about it. Follow the emotions into being taught about it. So with that spoken, there is where I may use the paralleling of my 8 semesters of college. And again, to say the opportunity pertaining to promptly or severe and promptly away come if any such connections was made. The rest to say is, why don't we want to connect that God is just an object? And why don't we want to connect that angels are just ideas? And why don't we want to connect that Jesus is just emotions? To say, okay, why don't you want to connect that with your 8 semesters of college? Saying conclusions, give an opportunity to bring forward about the presidential 2020 elections, where we're going to vote definitely, and where I was given the opportunity to run for president, where I'm running for president of the United States of America myself here. Something, again, that came about in my early life to do so, inspired during then, born the day before the 4th of July. So it's easy for me to celebrate the family of humanity, to say, right? Already before I was in junior high, I was given the opportunity to set my destination to be a humanitarian. By the time I got to high school, it then was a historian. And then my first semester of college, psychology. Joel 14 does that for me. Well, I'm able to find these three topics. Amen. Humanitarian, historian, and then psychology. Not gonna get into the scripture so much again. To you, not gonna go so deep with the message in here. But humanitarian, for what that is, I find that in that verse, and where I'm able to find what a historian is, and then psychology. And I'm getting to it a little bit later, but not in this segment to say. Again, I'm just taking some time out to inspire about salvation pertaining to being on this trail to the White House, pertaining to running for president, come president's 2020 elections. To say, I believe we're still in the area of us paying attention to the primaries. I tried to make it way there. That was the destination that was on my calendar, our goal to say. And then there's also the perspective come from where I am running for president of the United States of America. Amen. I am in America. Amen. And then to say that I can say that I'm in a state of mind of focusing. I just graduated my 8 semesters of college. Definitely, I think about the circle displaying of classroom conductivity, to say, and the power of it. You know, like we get to the last phase of the completion. Last thing you want to do is focus, so you can be accepted with what you just learned. To say, I just graduated my 8 semesters of college, and I went for psychology and business, where I want to be focused right now. Proverbs 12:2 helps me here to say, where the word is saying that the good Lord approves those who are good. So I'm focusing to say that these 8 semesters of college, and to me going to do psychology and business, is approved as something good, right? Not a bad way at it. I made it to receive that's our fuel when you have an American citizen running for president. I may receive we came across something that is good for the betterment of the people. Now the rest of it is that we get approved. And so that's why I may receive, I'm on the trail here, make a way to the president's 2020 elections this year. Or I'm on the trail now running for president of the United States of America come our presidential 2020 election. Budget plan. Something that came around my early life, might as well say that it did, was yet in high school. Just give opportunity to pay attention to the topic of facility and the facilitators, and how things was remaining at flow financially, the need, and how a team effort, and then the continuing of the prosperity, to say it was so much that was needed to be attended to financially, and where budget always can help out this arena of ours, or this area of ours. All right, I'm gonna leave that here for now. President's 2020 elections again, where we're gonna vote, lift up our voices, and where I'm about to be running for president of the United States of America. Okay, Terrell TC, peace.